unlike Shohei Ohtani, for the second time, UCL injury. Now, it's unclear, according to reports, whether or not he's going to have surgery. But it sucks, man. Angels aside, baseball season aside, whatever it is, Shohei Ohtani is the best baseball player that we've ever seen. And the fact that he was set to get an enormous payday because he deserved it after doing what he did with the Angels, whoever was going to be with, and then tears his UCL for the second time and now has a myriad of questions for him as a pitcher going forward. I mean, this could be a 9-figure type of injury for Shohei Ohtani. Now you're looking at a deal that might be very lucrative, but very incentive-laden when you're talking about being a pitcher as opposed to just paying him as being, a very good pitcher on top of being one of the best DHs in Major League Baseball. I think it absolutely sucks. Aside, my Angels fandom or whatever, as a human who enjoys the sport of baseball and who enjoys Shohei Ohtani and thinks that he deserves to get every single bit of money that is going to come to him, absolutely blows that this happens to him, at this time, right before he's about to hit the open market.
The most highly anticipated free agent that I can think of, what he was about to go through.
I don't think there's a question.
And to your point about this being the second surgery, he is going to seek a second opinion.
Yep.
So we're not sure what he's going to need ultimately yet, but unfortunately had to have Tommy John back in 2018. Did still hit his 44th home run, though. Despite it all.
Oh, I mean, look, as a hitter, he's going to be, I wouldn't want to say fine, but, the year that he originally injured his UCL and then, had, I think it was surgery in October, he missed the first month of the regular season and then DH'd the rest of the way. It was perfectly fine. So as a hitter, he's going to be okay. And he has improved as a hitter almost every single year. And so that's not the part you're really worried about. It's just overall to have this, to do this, so much of the contract was going to be hitter and pitcher, right? Top end of the rotation guy. So when
Nobody
you sign
can do
him,
what he does.
Correct. So when you sign him, that's going to be the case. But it also, to kind of expand the cone of vision here and look at everything, we had kind of seen a little something coming, in and outs, short starts, all of this sort of thing in terms of injuries for Ohtani. And the Angels have a history now. I mentioned it with you, since there was a stretch from 2014 to 2018, and on the back end it included Shohei Ohtani. This Angels team had 9 pitchers experience UCL injuries. This is now the 10th over that stretch, and actually it's the 10th because I can't remember over that time. I haven't been tracking it. But lo and behold, they are up there with the Tampa Bay Rays for pitchers who have undergone UCL surgeries, injuries, whatever it is. As an organization, you have to start asking yourself questions. Mike Trout comes off the injured list, goes back onto it. He has missed a ton of time. You have had a rash of pitchers experience UCL injuries in your time over the last 9-10 years. This is now something where you have to reflect as an organization and realize, whatever we're doing, something has to not be right for this. You can't just get that unlucky over this long span of time and just be like, it's just how it goes. There's got to be something happening here. And it also speaks to the larger picture for the Angels. Stormy, I can count over and over again the amount of pitchers who are with the Anaheim Angels, who leave the organization and go on to have really solid careers. Andrew Heaney, Michael Lorenzen of recent name, right? This has been a constant for the Angels. So this is an organization that, since the season has gone up in flames, since the trade deadline, doing everything they could to keep Ohtani, you've got to do a lot of self-reflection here from top to bottom, because this has been an absolute nightmare with 2 of the best players, and now, of course, coupled on with a rash of injuries for your pitchers over the last 19
Yeah, time for some serious evaluation, it seems like, for the Angels. And you referenced that trade deadline, 5-16 for the Angels, since saying that they were going to go all in and elected to keep Shohei Ohtani. They're currently 10 games out of a wild card spot with 35 games to go this season. Very unfortunate the way that things have played out, considering what they wanted to transpire in the back end of this season.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.